So I've been making more videos lately. Just taught myself this song. I sang it for years, but I wanted to share it because it's something I feel worth communicating before and after. The song has a good message to it, and as I make these videos to share my adventures and whatnot with the world, part of sharing that is my personal transformation. I was a bit of an alcoholic and a drug addict long before I could even drive a car legally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got our driver's licenses at 16 in Texas, so do the math. But I've struggled with certain things throughout my life, and I've overcome things that generally kill most people. If not quickly, then certainly slowly over the years. And at this point, I'm just fighting the battle between having compassion for people that still suffer with things that I've overcome and kind of being condescending and judgmental towards them, which is funny because a lack of compassion and being a entitled, condescending, privileged white person is like right up in my face right now. I don't want to go into details, but I'm having to see it in the people that I've chosen to surround myself. I'm having to see it in someone that I allowed myself to fall in love with. And I'm having to see it myself. I mean, anything that, I won't say it that way, but sometimes when things bother you, they're just holding up a mirror to parts of yourself that weren't really ready to look at yet. So, I don't know. Here's to facing your own bullshit with courage and honesty. But I digress. The other point that I wanted to make, and I will share this in a couple groups, but the conscious music community, the alleged conscious music community, I love my brothers and sisters, and I don't mean the people that share the same blood as me. I mean the people that have the same color bones that I do. Again, do the math. Um, and I see all this like jibber jabbery about love and light, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't really think that the conscious community is really steering this world in a good direction. I don't think that there's a love of pins, whether you call it art or whatever, art's cool, having pins on your hat's cool. That's a style choice, and it's not mine, but, to each their own. Problem is where those pins are made by Chinese slave labor, and they're paying pennies on the dollar for them. The people that make them are making less than that. And you got a bunch of entitled white people thinking they're saving the world by selling these pens for 20, 30, 40, $50 a piece. And what do they spend their money on? Music festivals and drugs. I've seen it repeatedly. Them people ain't helping the world. So there's that rant. However, as a musician, I believe that music has the power to uplift us and help us make better choices and comfort us when we're suffering and doing all sorts of things. And, part of my facade is being a Texan and a cowboy. And that means I grew up listening to people like Willie Nelson and Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and all of them. And as much as it just gets written off as kind of ignorant redneck music by people that don't understand, I find more enlightenment in the words of Johnny Cash than I do in Nako. I find more comfort in the song that I'm about to play than in the music of the Grateful Dead. And I love the Grateful Dead. Nako can fuck off, but that's just because his music drips with pretentious arrogance. We're so spiritual. Hell spiritual too, bruh. So that's a 5-minute rant. Here's a new song that I learned to play, and it's by Tim McGraw. And let's see, maybe just do it. Shit. Hold on. I don't know how to use technology. No, don't do that. Okay. Here we go. So there's my rant. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy the music. Fuck me. 6 minutes of this bullshit.